It's been 7 years since Wisconsin 15-year-old Kayla Berg went missing after supposedly being dropped off at her boyfriend's house. 7 years without answers.
Kayla's dad eventually passed away. Did he ever talk to you prior to his death about Kayla and what went down?
He was pretty ill in the hospital. Everybody had left the room and gave him and I some alone time. All he did is, please find our little girl because I'm not gonna know. And I swore to him on his deathbed that I would do that. And I would make sure that we could get the answers. And it's unfortunate that he had to pass away without any closure whatsoever.
But police say it hasn't been for a lack of trying.
The FBI, they've been cooperative. Our Division of Criminal Investigation, our state agency, they've been involved. We've done extensive searches with cadaver dogs. We get a tip. We've probably done 12 different searches in different areas.
Police have also questioned both the boyfriend with whom Kayla was supposed to be dropped off and the person who gave her that final ride. And while cops say neither man has been officially ruled out, the case remains unsolved.
So if Kevin wasn't involved, if Miguel wasn't involved, what could have happened?
You know, then you look at a stranger of opportunity got to Kayla and was able to take her from when she got dropped off.
In some ways, it was the most disturbing scenario, a completely random act. Then, just this year, a possible lead that made everyone think that's exactly what happened.
Hi, Walter. I was at the mall today, and guess what happened? I met the most wonderful girl.
This video, posted to YouTube just 2 months after Kayla's disappearance, but not seen until years later, showed what appeared to be a crazed man discussing his new girlfriend.
She kept on looking at me and kept on giving me that look. You know the look.
And then, the moment that made everyone really sit up and take notice.
We got kind of tired of the mall, and I brought her back to my place. And I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm gonna show you her anyways. You ready?
The video cuts to black shortly after revealing a terrified young girl chained to the bathroom floor. A girl many people, including Kayla Berg's own mother, thought looked eerily familiar.
I looked at it and I about fell over. I was sick to my stomach. I watched it. I would stop it. I would pause it. I would break it down. And man, it sure did look like her. It looked like her face. It looked like her frame. The voice sounded like hers.
You thought this was your daughter?
I sincerely, honestly thought that was my daughter in that video.
And police weren't taking any chances.
Every tip we take seriously. And it was kind of a creepy video anyways, but then when you have the mom saying that it's, you know, that definitely could be my daughter. You know, we did whatever we could at that point to try to locate that video and who made that video.
And then, after an exhaustive search, a break.
Well, I found out the video wasn't had anything tied into the disappearance of Kayla. They weren't aware of the disappearance of Kayla.
It was all just a tragic coincidence.
We had made contact with the producer and the 2 actors in the video. Both of them agreed that it was completely voluntary what they were doing, and we're just trying to produce these scare videos that they put out.
They didn't even know about Kayla. Hardly anybody knew about Kayla.
And if there's any good to come from the video, it's that it brought new exposure to Kayla's case.
The video emerging, it actually raised the level of attention back to Kayla's case.
Yes.
What do you hope comes of that?
We know there's somebody knows something, and we want somebody that knows something to come forward.
In the meantime, investigators are back to square one, with no new leads or suspects.
Miguel says that he didn't see Kayla that evening.
Right. He was at his other house and said he never saw.
How would you classify Kevin today? Is he your chief suspect in Kayla's disappearance?
He's always still going to be a suspect until we know different, I think, mainly because of his actions and being the last one that we know of that saw Kayla. we're kind of looking at some other areas because I think we've exhausted as much as we can with Kevin at this point.
And Kayla's mom says there's something else that makes both men highly suspicious in her eyes.
They had refused a lie detector, and that's kind of where we sit with him.
Kevin refused to take a polygraph that was administered by law enforcement.
Correct, yes. We wanted to schedule for him to do a lie detector with the FBI. So we had all that scheduled. Well, then there was an excuse. Oh, well, he took a Vicodin or he took a Xanax, so he couldn't do the test. Finally, he's not gonna come in and do it, and we can't really make him.
Kevin did apparently have a test done later by a private firm and passed. But Hope says she's still dubious.
You know, what questions were asked. Anybody can pass if you word it the way you want it to be worded. Why didn't you take the lie detector right away and be done with it?
Wisconsin state law prohibits Chief Rowler from confirming or denying Hope's claim, but we wanted to help her get the answers she needed one way or another.
If we get the chance to talk to Kevin and Miguel, what questions do you want us to ask them?
What honestly happened? Just tell me the truth, good or bad. What did you do? What happened to her? Where is she?
And with that, we went searching. We weren't able to make contact with Miguel, who, to this day, has never been charged with anything in connection to Kayla's disappearance. But we found Kevin outside his place of work.
Jason Mattera, crime watch. Wait, why are you fleeing already? We want to see if you can give us any information about Kayla. What, I mean, you're fleeing right off the bat. What, is your past coming back to haunt you? Is that why you're fleeing?
I was barely able to ask one question before Kevin ducked inside, though he has publicly denied having anything to do with Kayla's disappearance.
I hate to even ask this. Do you think Kayla's even alive?
You know, after this much time, it's hard to say. I mean, you hope for that, but when you see so many of them out there with the bad stuff that's happening, that's what hits us hard.
Today, Kayla Berg would be 23 and might look something like this composite, a glimpse of what might have been. For now, the only thing Hope has left.
Right now, it's just, I try to keep her in the media and try to get her story told. Somebody knows something. Please, for the love of God, if you know something, just tell law enforcement, FBI, any agency. Just help me get my daughter back and help me find her and get some answers. And if Kayla, you still happen to see this somewhere, oh God, I love you and I just want you home.